Hello YouTubers. Today I am going to show you how to make a pair of cute little baby booties crocheted. And this was a request from Sandy Doob. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your last name. So let's get started. These are the items, the supplies that you will need. You will need yarn, and today I'm using very lightweight nylon yarn, like sports yarn you could call it. You need a tapestry needle, you need a pair of scissors, and you need a crochet hook. The pattern I have calls for sports yarn or simply soft Caron yarn with a size H hook, but I like using a G hook, so that's what I'm going to use today. So let's get started. Okay, let's move this aside. Let me put my yarn down here. Alright, and this is the pattern that we will be making today. Let's flip it to the right side. This is the pattern, this is the shape, this is how your baby booties will look. And then we're going to fold it right side together and sew along the seam. And then turn it right side out and you have it. So let's get started. Okay, the first thing you want to do is make a slip knot. Tighten it. Okay, now this is how I hold my yarn. I go, turn my left hand, because I'm right-handed, I turn my left hand over, palm facing me. I put the working strand of yarn across my pinky, around to the back of my ring finger, then I go to the back of my middle finger, and then I bring it around my index finger, and then I pinch it together and hold it here. Now what you want to do is you want to chain 26, and how you do a chain is you just wrap the yarn around the hook and pull it through the loop, and you do that for 26 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 26. Now what we are going to do, this stitch is called a half double crochet, and the abbreviation for that is HDC. Now for that you wrap the yarn around the hook and you go into your second chain from the hook. This would be, this first blue one would be 1, and this would be your second one, the light blue one. If you can see, the light blue. So you wrap it around, you go in. You go in under the loop, wrap it around, catch your yarn, pull it through, and now you have 3 on the hook. You wrap it around and you pull through all 3, and that's HDC. And you do that all the way down, so you wrap around, go into your next chain, catch your yarn, pull it through your chain, you have 3, wrap it around, pull it through all 3. Show you again. Wrap it around, go into your next chain, catch your yarn, pull it through, I'll have 3 on the hook, wrap it around, and pull it through all 3. And you do that all the way down. And you do that, I'll come back when I finish the first row and show you what to do. Okay, I am back. I have 2 stitches left to do, so I'll show you again how to do that. You wrap it around, go into your chain, hook it, your yarn, pull it through, wrap 3 on the hook, wrap it around, pull it through 3. Same thing, last stitch. Okay, now you completed 1 row of HDCs. What you want to do is chain 2, 1, 2, turn your work, so you have your work this way. Now you want to turn it over so the back side is facing you. Grab your yarn again. Now you want to go into, you don't want to go into this first loop right here, because that is your chain. You want to go into your, it looks like your second, but it would be your first HDC of your previous row. So you do another row of HDC, and here you have 25 HDCs. So you wrap it around, go in, and this time you want to go through both loops, so you have both loops there on your hook. Catch a yarn, pull it through, wrap it around, pull it through all three. Again, wrap it around, go into your next, you pick up, go under both of the loops, pull it through. You have three on the hook, wrap it around, pull it through all three. And then when you get to the end of the row, you chain two, flip your work, and you go back doing HDCs. I'll come back, ladies, when I have my third row completed. Okay, ladies, I'm back. Okay, I have completed my 3 rows of HDC. Now I'm ready to do the next row here, which is double crochet, abbreviation DC. And the baby booty only consists of 8 rows, so it's very quick and easy and really fast to whip up. As a last minute gift, 20-30 minutes, you have a pair of booties made. Okay, now what you want to do is chain 2, 1, 2, flip your work, because we're going to go back down now. Now for a DC, what you do is you wrap your yarn around, you go into your first, you skip the first, it looks like a loop, you skip that, you go into your first HDC, so you wrap it around, go in through both loops, under both loops, catch your yarn, pull it through. Now you have 3 on the hook. You wrap it around, you pull it through 2, now you have 2, wrap it around, and pull through 2 again. And that's called a double crochet, DC. And you do that all the way down, so it would be 25 DCs you would have. So you wrap it again. You wrap it around, go into your next stitch, catch your yarn, pull it. You have 3, wrap your yarn around, pull through 2, 2 left, wrap around, pull through 2, and that's, you completed the DC. I will go off camera, complete my row, and then I will come back and show you the next step for row 5. Okay, ladies, I am back for row number 5. We did 3 of the HDCs, 1 row of the double crochets, DCs. Now, we're ready to do our 5th row. Okay, let me go back here and get ahead of myself here. We go back. Now, at the end of the row, on the 4th one, I told you we do not chain. We just turn our work over. So now on our 5th row, we're going to slip stitch into the first 5 stitches. So we go into this one. This is 1. This is 2. And a slip stitch is you just put your yarn into your stitch, catch your yarn, pull it through, and pull it through the loop that is on there. So that's 3, 4, and 5. Now we chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we want to do a DC in the same space as we did our last slip stitch and our chain 3. So wrap the yarn around, go back into the same plate stitch, pull it up, catch, wrap around, pull through 2, wrap around, pull through 2. And this will be our, the chain will be 1 stitch, and the DC we just did is 1 stitch. So that's already 2. We work all the way across, and we leave the last 4 stitches undone. The chain is 1, 2, 3, 4. So then you would have a total of 17 stitches across. So let me go ahead and do that, and I will come back with row number 6. Okay, ladies, I am back, and I come back to show you the last stitch. So wrap it around, go into your stitch, previous stitch, wrap around, pull your yarn through, wrap, pull through 2, wrap, pull through 2. And as you see here, I left the last 4 undone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you want to do, for rows 6 and 7 is just simply DC across your 17 stitches. So you chain 3, 1, 2, 3, turn your work over, and you DC in your previous row, which you can see that this would be your first DC. So you DC in this, so that's 1, 2. Okay, I won't bore you. I'll go ahead and go all the way down. When you get to the end, chain 3, turn, and DC again. And I'll come back when I have done these 2 rows. It's rows 6 and 7, and I'll show you how to do row 8, which is your finishing edging. I'll be right back, and I'll finish this off camera.